Hello everyone, this is the very first video blog that any of us have made, so this makes me feel very special because I'm the first one. So since this is the start of it all, I figured I'd talk about how I started cubing. A long time ago, in a land far, far away, the Rubik's Revenge came into my life. Okay, so it was about a year and a half ago in Wisconsin when I got my 4x4 Rubik's Cube. And now I put my own Super Cube stickers on it, so I used pi symbols to make it a Super Cube. So anyway, we were having this family reunion gift exchange at Christmas. What
did you just do?
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Is this, ooh, a Rubik's Cube. Sweet. And yes, this was shortly after I started taking family videos, so it did get it on tape. But unlike my polite reaction, I really wasn't too thrilled I got this.
Everybody will do it. You figure it out though.
I'll try one.
Oh, you say so.
It even has a stand for you.
Yeah, I saw that.
Next up. Oh.
The world's #1 puzzle.
Please.
Oh.
Yeah.
It has.
Alright, Josh knows how to put it back together.
Yeah.
The ones with
That's what he
the
does.
pictures. And you had to slide them around. You at the time thought they were impossible until you tried it. And then you got so good at it, you blew everybody away.
The reason why I really wasn't interested in Rubik's Cubes is because I have some good friends and I used to spend a lot of time over at their house because we were in a program called Math Counts, and it was a middle school math program, and so we'd meet together to study math and such. And they had Rubik's Cubes there, and I have a vague recollection of me actually doing, or solving a cube from the checker pattern. So, they knew how to solve it. They didn't use YouTube or anything. The father figured it out in college, which is really impressive. So, but I just did not have any interest in solving them. And as you saw my sister talking about it, I had a little puzzle that's similar to the 15 puzzle, where you can, switch around the pieces. One is removed and you can switch the pieces with each other. I knew how to solve those, but I just did not have any interest in Rubik's Cubes. Well, we took this cube home, and after a few weeks, it of course got mixed up, but I was intrigued about how it all worked. So my cousin at the gift exchange told me that you can pop out one of these edge pieces with a butter knife, and so I did that, and I started taking it apart, looking at everything very carefully, and so that I could reassemble it, and thought, whoa, this is really complicated, and really, this thing seems so simple now, as compared to cubes like the V-Cube 6, which I think is the most complicated of all, with all those inner pieces in it. So, yeah. So I took it apart, and I was able to successfully put the cube back together in its solved position, so that made me kind of happy that I figured out how to cheat on it. So, but as some more time passed, and I decided, oh, well, I suppose I'll go ahead and try to figure out how to solve it. So, there's a little instruction book that came with it, but I just couldn't really make much sense of it. So I decided to... Oh, one thing that it did say is that if you mix it up like this, it's the same thing as the Rubik's Pocket Cube. So I decided to get a crack at that. I was able to get the first layer of the 2x2 done, but I could not get the rest of it. So I decided to look it up online, how to solve the 2x2 Rubik's Cube. And I found a tutorial by Gringoff, and I looked through it, but I still couldn't figure out how to solve it. I got to the part where I was orienting the corners, and it seemed every time I tried, the bottom layer would not fix itself, and I would try to... Yeah, I just could not figure it out. So then I just decided to tackle the whole thing and go right into the Rubik's 4x4. So I searched that, and I found this video. It was a very pathetic one. I don't remember who made it. I look back at it, and I'm like, oh man, I'm so glad I gave YouTube my video. but whatever. So, I learned through it, and I had tried to solve it once myself. Like, I tried to get the first layer, was able to get some of it. And when I saw this method, where you first solve the centers first, and then you can turn each side without affecting the centers, so that way you could solve the edges. I thought it was very clever, so I took on to it very quickly. Okay, that's all I have time for today. I need to keep this video relatively short so I don't bore you. Part 2 will be continued next week, so watch out for the video and enjoy PestVix. I think, yeah, PestVix video tomorrow.